All right, we are live. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. We are back for the continuation of our Mass Effect playthrough, and as the title states, we are doing Mass Effect 2. Don't know if I'm going to do all three just yet, but we're definitely going to play through 2 because, in my opinion, the best of the trilogy. Hope everyone's had a great Monday so far. All of 30 seconds early, I know, but wasn't gonna just sit there for 30 seconds. But let's make sure all of this is correct. Yep. Alright. And we are just porting our character right on over so we can continue with that storyline. Oh, have fun, have fun. I have not gotten back to that game in a minute. But I need to.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the
Gotta make sure you like.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it,
But
humanity
thank you, I appreciate it.
But there's
Hopefully you can get some good rest tonight.
Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard,
Ooh, fun, fun.
he's a hero. A bloody
Enjoy
icon.
the
But
Borderlands.
he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
I mean, at least there's that. But Wordle has been fun. Glad people are doing it as well. Thought that was an interesting little addition to the Discord.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green.
And everyone learns a little bit each day.
We're wasting our time.
Build those
4
brain
days
cells.
searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Well, that's not good.
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Great start for us.
Shepard!
We haven't gotten to design our face yet, I guess.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard,
Liara,
Yeah.
Aye, aye.
Save yourself.
Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Oh, good luck. Assuming Animal Crossing. Alright, let's go get Joker.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy.
Well, can't go up that way.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Very quick spacewalk. Show off the graphics a little bit. You know that's why they did that this early, too. You want to flex. Alright, Joker. Let's get you out of here.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me out. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm.
Well, that's the game. We died. Game over. Real short game. All you really do is just walk from downstairs up. Ooh. Get to see all of our choices from one.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, they turn the routine into anything but.
Yeah.
Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission. Answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it.
This is a handy little what happened in one for anyone that
It hit her with
didn't
some type of
remember.
energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. A dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof.
Heck yeah.
Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest-looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty.
The OG squad.
Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life.
Thanks for stopping in. Hope you get a good night's rest.
Then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant.
Okay,
I
Shepard.
was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novarian, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, Arachni.
Dang, they're going
He
in
ordered
depth.
Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Arachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermar, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real
Good.
killer.
Gotta save Rex.
When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That
Poor
was the
Caden.
last time Saren would slip away from me.
Just too boring
I knew
to
then, the next time we met,
try and save.
one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other. And it was perfect.
Heck yeah, Shepard, get
While
yours.
it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them.
Xbox is trying to go to sleep because it's such a long cutscene.
The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and and I was done chasing. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts
I mean, they didn't have to be.
Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first council was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician.
Nah,
Ruthless
can
and
never pick
ambitious,
Udina.
he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it.
You really do be out here indeed. Welcome in, welcome in.
The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there.
Sorry,
And if
excuse
they
me.
were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to clean up.
I wish they did it for Mass
Without any
Effect
remnants
3
of
too.
Saren's army.
Feel like it was an
Just another
interesting
routine mission.
addition.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
We'll accept it. Alright. Do the same. Yeah, we'll do the same. Infiltrator. Go with that. That sounds interesting. We'll roll with it.
Showing an awareness of his surroundings. My God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back in the normal range.
Well, we're alive. And there's Miranda.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
Alright.
Grab the pistol and arm. You don't need time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out!
And they added climbing to this game, thankfully. Alright. Let's get our setup going.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position.
Yeah. Top priority, obviously, is grinding and unite. Gotta make Expedition 33 to take a backseat for that. He's on that Master's grind. Let's... do that. Yep.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long. Maureen, here come the mech. Use Take the elevator down 1 floor.
Nope, not what I wanted to do. Hit the Y button because that's the normal
Hurry, get to the door. Run.
switch weapon button.
Shepard, free me. I've got them closing in on my position.
What is it? 15 days till the end of the season, which is also...
Progress is slow, but subject shows
Okay, so it'll be a new season, and then like a week into the season is when Al Creamy drops. Is... if my quick mental math is correct.
As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we made. Bet she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become a new favorite.
What? What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
I just woke up. You probably know more than I do.
Right, sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought. If we
The
ran
first
into
and
the
last
ground.
cool thing
I'll fill
Jacob
you in,
does.
but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse,
2
that whole time.
years.
Welcome back to your life.
I'm having some trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Maybe it's time we got moving.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Alright. Alright, that wasn't
Ready to
too
get the hell off
difficult.
this station?
Before we go anywhere, I need some answers.
Sure. What do you want to know?
No.
The last
Well, that's
thing I
about the
remember is
crew.
Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and Aquarium, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station.
Yeah, I guess not the right time to be bringing that up.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check, check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Alright,
Let's get out of here.
let's go get
You
him.
bet. We can get into the service tunnels through this door.
Well, let's grab some ammo. Might as well, right?
Hostiles detected.
Damn it. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Wilson,
Alright.
find us another route out of here.
They found me. Help.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B.
Well, let's go get Wilson.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
We need to get off this station.
I'm not going anywhere till someone fixes my leg.
Should be some medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the medi-gel from the first aid station.
I'm gonna do that. That med gel is handy stuff.
Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. Thought maybe I could shut down the security mix. But whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here.
She's talking a little
We need
fishy.
to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few. Reload the canister to clear a path. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Good work.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Sarah. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. There's more.
Yeah,
to it.
the
Alliance
terrorists
declared
that were
war.
doing all the human
Well,
experiments.
Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Oh yeah, they put a whole lot
I don't care what they did or what you
Whole
said.
lot more into this. And it's a whole lot less bricky.
After we've saved our butts.
Okay.
They've seen us.
Alright. That's what I want. Does this do anything to Max? I don't think so.
Get over here! Rock, yeah!
Start bypass. Oh yeah, it's the matching. Line T jump. That kind of bypassing I don't mind. It's the weird matching the words one. Not a fan. But gonna have to get used to it.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
If you say so.
Wild
What's the next
statement.
step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Let's see what we can ask her.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and
Be
look.
the good guy.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Weird.
I've had enough of
let's
this
go.
station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years?
I mean, we already knew that.
That long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid. Raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted when you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died in a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something.
I mean, he just told us our history. He
The line
didn't
where you destroyed
ask
Saren's
us
cloning facility.
much.
You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Sarah. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
I'm sure he will. Seems like a very relaxed, easygoing guy.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Okay. See what he's got to say.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut
So,
to the chase.
It's
What
a
are the
very
Reapers doing that made you
light
decide to
way
go
of
back?
putting it.
We're at war. No one
Not
wants to
that
but
we have
humanity is
actively
under attack.
fought them in the
While they're
past.
asleep, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Alright. Let's do some quick level up. Oh yeah, I forget. They completely changed this. Guess we're just gonna roll with that for now. All the journal updated. Can we? Yeah, I figured we didn't have any. Increases health by 5%. Weapon damage by 5%. I'll definitely take that. Alright, let's go. Go check out these abductions.
Shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Looks rather deserted. What guns do we got? Sniper and machine pistol. Okay.
Looks like everyone just got up and left. Right in the middle of dinner.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, no signs of battle. Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies. Shoot them before they take out your shield.
Oh, I gotta get used to not just hitting Y to swap weapons.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Alright. Junction line CT. I gotta say it out loud. So, just a fair warning. Gotta say it out loud to myself for the whole rest of the game to do those puzzles.
We've been spotted. Disabling the men.
Not my smartest idea to pull it towards us while it was about to explode.
Look right there.
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait. Shepard?
I'm not
Hey.
taking any chances with serverless operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember
Heck
when I
yeah,
gave you that
Tali.
data tally?
Best girl.
Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack
Excellent
anything that
for
moves.
us.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship.
Tell him.
Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed.
I mean, that's
Work
not
together to get
really an argument. That's just a fact that
Make sure
they
you keep
did
in
that,
radio
right?
contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back. Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of it.
Make activity.
Not expecting there to be one there. Alright, all that for 2,000 coins. Worth. Okay.
Use overload on them.
Oh, wrong button. That's what I wanted to do. Nice shot.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. You can still catch me.
Try out this one. Oh, that is inaccurate as all get out.
There we go. Enemy down.
Target down!
Hey, Shepard, we are inside the loading docks.
I like how they did weapons in this game a whole lot better, and not having to
First.
Get your squad into cover.
manage nearly as much
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
inventory.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Nah, we got it.
Overload will take up their shields.
Okay.
Free on.
Wolf's heavy armor weak.
Nah, we got it.
This might be useful.
Oh yeah, we have heavy weapons. Could have made that a whole lot easier. Online. Go. Credits. Go check over here. Quarians.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's Probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Thank you, Tali.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
I thought the collectors kept to themselves.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
It's not great for
The
us.
Seekers swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the quarry and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
Sorry.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like
Heck
old
yeah.
times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to risk, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Well, we definitely found something.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings for Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrive, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay.
Interesting.
Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmanned? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight.
I mean, that's a understandable
If this is a war,
approach.
I need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Miranda and Jacob aren't enough? How many do you need to keep me in check?
I've made it clear to Miranda and Jacob that you're in charge. You decide.
Likely story.
Everyone else on this list was chosen specifically for this mission. They're the best.
I'll do the best I can with what you've given me.
I'm sure you will. Before you go, 2 things. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
Be sassy with it.
Direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Heck yeah, Joker.
Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just one day gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Heck yeah, we got the Normandy back.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
I mean, do we not just call her the Normandy too? That would be an interesting addition if they let you name your own ship. But that would be a lot to incorporate if they ever say the name. Every cutscene they would have to incorporate it.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice.
Please no.
Nothing more.
Now that we've got that sorted out, let's move on to these dossiers.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Galaxy map. Okay. Walking through what the ship has. Okay. Okay, so we gotta get the professor, which again they're telling us to do first as our journal rolls through. Alright. That's him. Sure. Alright.
Welcome aboard.
In
I'm Yeoman
Chambers.
I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Is there anything I should know?
Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
Alright. Let's go talk to Joker. It's our journal updates with all the new missions.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
Reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
Nice little bit of
I hope so.
optimism.
I die.
Yeah, you're such a downer.
What does that do for us? Actually, we can just see if there's anything for us here.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That's a good quality of life update where you can just ask them, oh, how's the crew? But I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. And then we shall continue on our journey. I will be right back. Alright, we are back. Go ahead and mute that. Hop right back over to here and jump right back into it. Okay, so we can go to Omega. This was a interesting addition to the game. Like the scanning. To collect the resources.
In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
So we'll fire some of these off.
In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Good information to know. I will totally remember that.
Probe launched.
Alright. Drop down to poor resources we can. We'll go ahead and scan this for a little bit. I know some pop up where there's like missions as well, but I think they tell you when you start the scanner.
Launching probe.
We'll grind all that resource stuff later. I say as I start to immediately grind resource.
In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
Good to know.
Probe away. Probe
We'll fire all our probes, why not?
launching probe.
Do a little bit of resource hunting now.
Launching probe. Probe away.
And that was our last one. Go ahead, top off our fuel. Do we want to explore? We can do the Normandy crash site. Oh, there's a lot of... Oh, there's a lot of systems here. Oh, wait, we bought more probes. I lied.
Probe launched.
immediately just hunts for resources after talking about not. Can't help it. Loot goblin type activities. Seems good enough. We'll say that's the last probe for this planet. Next round 5. And not. Oh. Bingo.
I have found something.
Well, I mean, don't really have a choice of who we're taking. Oops. Oh, fucking dang it. Okay, that works for me. Oh. Where is this? All right. Definitely doing something here. That's what we're doing. Where's my... This. Oh, welcome in, welcome in. It is indeed the one and only Baniel. Alright, don't know what they were doing here really, but like that, free money. All you have to do is just hack into random safes you find and you get free money. Life lessons. Exactly. Precisely. Only advice you need. Potentially. Ouch. Ouch. I actually had some decent damage output. Okay. Whew, all the matching.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly.
Alright, so let's... Embarrassing information for Cerberus, send it straight to the Alliance. Because why not? Okay, let's go check out this system. Alright, we'll be relatively quick with this. Or at least try to be before I get distracted and looting again, as always. Okay. Got this planet. And continue to the crash site.
I have detected an anomaly. Probe away. Probe launched. I have found something.
Yep, the Normandy crash site would be my just assumption. But first, since it's right there and rich in resources, might as well.
Launching probe.
Now we can land. Just wanted to do that real quick. Alright. Collect all the dog tags. And plant the monument. I feel like that's a good a place as any. Plant that massive monument we were just carrying in our pocket, I guess. I still wish they just put a simple jump feature. I know they improved it and you can climb over stuff in this game at least. I would not mind a simple jump. Okay. As we explore around. Hopefully not missing any. Thought Jacob said most of the crew survived. I mean, I get most maybe did, but we're still finding 20 tags of people that died. And he's saying like, oh, only a few didn't make it. 20 is a little bit more than a few. Maybe that's just me, though. Alright. There's one up there. One over there. Feel like we're just doing a clean sweep. Maybe not. Maybe I completely missed some. Entirely possible. I'll definitely grab that. And we'll grab that. No other tags up here. I don't think so. Yeah, no. Let's press on. Surely there's something up here. Okay, 15 out of 20. Bingo. Anything by our rover? Kind of crazy. No one came out here for 2 years. Like, it's not like this is the next week. It's been 2 years. And no one flew out here to collect these dog tags. Anything else? No? Okay. We're just missing one set of tags, I think. That's exactly what I was worried of happening. Missing one and having to search high and low. Trying to find what corner it's tucked away in. through here. It's definitely not over there. I say that, watch it be over there now. Definitely gone this way. Hold. Bingo. I was about to say, can it tell where... That's not a sentence. Can it tell us where the objective is, but it's just leading us back to the ship. So, never gonna know. But that is done. Alright, let's continue on. Go here. Go here and then loop back to the main system and actually start doing stuff. But while we're here, of course, got to be a loot goblin. Where are you? Bingo. Okay. Scan away, scan away. If they made these moderate planets, it would be a whole lot easier to just ignore. I mean, can't get more enticing a probe than that. Bingo. Last one. Didn't find anything in this system other than a whole bunch of resources, which not too upset about, because it just sets us up to have easy upgrades once we get rolling. Bingo. Alright. We'll head on back now. And go ahead and refuel. And let's actually start where they said to start. Small detour, but making our way there now. I mean, we don't have any other weapons yet, so we're just rolling with that.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems.
That's true, we are not subtle in the least.
Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Aria for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
Friendly greeting.
Quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he
Shocker,
decided to
he
leave that
kept a
information
secret
under the
from us.
dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Easy enough.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
First teammate recruited.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Alright. I mean, that's kind of on us. We kind of went up and talked to him. But thought it would be more than that.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
It does.
They're clean.
Scientifically proven.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega.
Can confirm. It's impossible to lie on the internet,
You need
too.
more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. Doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Alright, and
I'm
Morden.
looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
How do I get to him?
If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Alright.
Thanks for the information.
Simple enough.
Yes. Just try not to bring the plague back with you.
Join the mercs.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
You could say that.
Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Alright.
Here we go.
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Alright. Let's go find Archangel. No idea who that could be.
Come on, let me in.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Alright.
I'm on the mission.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Ready when you are.
Get in.
Bring Zaid instead of Jacob. And roll with only guns we have.
It's about time they sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
The recruiter was a little vague.
We wouldn't get many hires if everyone knew the truth. Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground, but he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
You guys have a plan?
A small team is waiting to infiltrate his hideout, but we need to draw Archangel's fire so they can move in.
And that's where we come in?
Exactly. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy so the infiltration team can sneak in behind.
So just draw his fire.
Goddamn suicide.
Pretty much. But you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant Kathka. He'll tell you when to go in.
I better go find Sergeant Kathka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
In's gonna be easy. Out's gonna be a bitch.
Let's find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
Hey, welcome in, Hugh. Welcome in. Have to get the gains. So obviously you have to like them.
Shepard, I've scanned the area, but I am unable to plot any other paths to Archangel.
Guess we're going with the mercs.
The heavy mechs and gunship possess considerable firepower. Weakening them before leaving will improve your chances.
As the first wave goes in, the infiltration team will attempt to take Archangel by surprise.
Okay, bingo. Oh, these are the ones I hate. Start hack. That. That. Oh, huge. Were you on the ranked grind or just playing for some fun? Oh, that sounds like the ranked grind.
That should slow him down.
Perfect. It'll be hostile if they activate it.
Valid. Oh, gotta do these again. Oh, I missed that one. Bingo. There it is. Is it me or are they not giving us what we need here? Okay. Junction, line. Yeah, they were something.
Now what's this?
Wild. People that use the mics are always interesting. And they're usually quite toxic individuals. No one gets on the mic and says, "Hey team, good game." Alright.
Kafka?
Sergeant Kafka. You must be the group Salky mentioned. Just in time.
Were you waiting for us?
Alright.
The infiltration team.
Yeah, it's...
Give us a signal. Archangel won't know what.
I know, Daisy.
Got any questions? This may be your last chance.
Hold on. A little bit longer.
Are you leading the assault?
Ha! Tarek doesn't pay me to fight. I just plan the attacks and fix the damn gunship. You freelancers get the privilege of...
Target is in sight. We're a go.
Alright.
Check. Bravo team. Go, go, go! Archangel's got quite a surprise waiting for him. But that means no more waiting for me. Gotta get her back to 100% before Tarek decides he needs her again.
Let's not have that gunship working.
What the hell are we waiting for?
Come on, we'll give these guys a surprise of our own.
Incoming.
With Archangel.
Alright, let's get up to Garrus. I mean, Archangel. We don't know who that is. Could be anyone.
Archangel?
Shepard. I thought you were dead.
Garrus, what are you doing here?
Just keeping my skills sharp. A little target practice.
You okay?
Been better, but it sure is good to see a friendly face. Killing mercs is hard work, especially on my own.
Well, we got here, but I don't think getting out will be as easy.
No, it won't. That bridge has saved my life, funneling all those witless idiots into scope. But it works both ways. They'll slaughter us if we try to get out that way.
So we just sit here and wait for them to take us out?
It's not all that bad. This place has held them off so far. And the three of you, I suggest we hold this location, wait for a crack in their defenses, take our chances. It's not a perfect plan, but it's a plan.
If we fight as a team, we'll hold them off.
You're right. Their numbers won't help them in here anyway. Let's see what they're up to. Looks like they know their infiltration team failed. Take a look. Scouts. Eclipse, I think.
More than scouts. One less now, though.
Indeed. We better get ready. I'll stay up here. I can do a lot of damage from this vantage point. You can do what you do best. Just like old times, Shepard.
The goat.
Let's give these bastards everything we've got.
Alright, only one shot left, unfortunately. That's my pistol at. Okay. Is there ammo in here? Bingo. That's what.
Firing an impact shot.
Oh yeah. Bingo. Just wait till we get to the first gym. I think we win that easy. Where's my sniper? Since we got ammo again, might as well. The grass starter, of course. Always the grass starter. Oh, Garrett's beat me to it by a second. I mean, there's literally a Bulbasaur behind me.
Want something done properly. All right, let's see how you handle this, Archangel.
Oh, my nose started itching.
Go.
I mean, Grass Gang. Oh wait, no, we don't want to hurt that. That's on our team. Bingo. Bingo. This is a really handy checkpoint. I can get behind Rico. But Gen 5 was just kind of meh across the board. Oh, missed that one. That looks very much like the last guy, and I missed my shot. Excellent. Bingo.
Looks like that's all of them. You're kicking ass, Shepard. They barely touched me. And we got Jareth in the process. Been hunting that little bastard for months.
We've still got Bloodpack and Blue Suns left. Think we can make a break for it?
Maybe. Let's see what they're up to. They've reinforced the other side, haven't they? But they're not coming over the bridge yet. What are they waiting for?
Probably that.
What the hell was that?
Damn it. They breached the lower level. Well, they had to use their brains eventually. You'd better get down there, Shepard. I'll keep the bridge clear.
Wild. I mean,
Let's split up 2 and 2. Keep one of my team here.
You sure? Who knows what you'll find down there?
You haven't said I do yet. Are you sure? Sure you want to go through with that?
Miranda, stay with Garrus.
I mean, doesn't know Piplup?
Thanks, Shepard. You better get going.
I kid.
The basement door's on the west side of the main room behind the stairs. I'll radio directions if you need help, but you've got to get down there quick. Good luck.
How dare you not know this character from a game that came out 15 years ago on a console you didn't have? Also, okay, let's not encourage BDSP.
This'll put him down.
Ooh, this. Let's. Bingo. Forgot we got that. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Well. What? Apparently. Came with all the hate built up from Monday.
Find the large shutters and seal them.
Guess I'm working on it, bud. I'm working on it, man. I am working on it. Alright. But Matt does kind of got you there to weigh in on that argument. If they're scuffed, just unscuff them. Oh, I keep forgetting there's not a melee in this game. Ouch. Game, you want to let me... Game gonna let me play there, or... I mean, I heard it too. Buddy, use the...
Get back here, Shepard. They're coming in through the door.
Rip them to shreds! Watch my back. I'll deal with Archangel.
She got you there. Argument is null and void.
Taking cover.
Let's... Alright. Get us some ammo.
We'll put them down.
Done with that. You can be. Like, you can be, have some people can
And we took out Garm and his blood pack.
use biotics, is what they call it, to lift or throw them.
Only the blue suns are left. I say we take our chances and fight our way out.
Ours can launch a fireball and, like, drain their health, I think it said.
Expecting us to meet him head on.
Get your head down!
Damn it! I thought I took that thing out already.
They fixed it, but not completely.
Like what she's doing right now. Oh, get in cover. Not my smartest play. Or you can, if you want, you can also just be just a pure soldier and all your abilities just make your guns stronger. June 6th. That is soon. Ground floor, he said. Ouch. Oh, huge. Even sooner. What is the first game you're gonna play when it arrives? I'm sure you're gonna be able to. Because you would link your Nintendo account. Again, I would think. They would transfer all of it. Ouch. You would hope. Unless it's just an Animal Crossing issue, not really a Switch issue. Which I guess is possible. So I don't know how much the Switch 2 can do about that.
Commander, we've done what we could for Garrus, but he took a bad hit. The doc's corrected with surgical procedures and some cybernetics. Best we can tell, he'll have full functionality, but...
Shepard?
Tough son of a bitch. Didn't think he'd be up yet.
Nobody would give me a mirror. How bad is it?
Hell, Garrus, you were always ugly. Slap some face paint on there, and no one will even notice.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Damn it, my face is barely holding together.
Yeah, for the $15 Switch 2 update. You would hope if they're charging you again.
Frankly, I'm more worried about you. Cerberus, Shepard. You remember those sick experiments they were doing?
That's why I'm glad you're here, Garrus. If I'm walking
Oh, if it's free,
you realize this plan has me.
I can get more on board with that.
Just like old times. I'm fit for duty whenever you need me, Shepard. I'll settle in and see what I can do with the 4-1 batteries.
Alright. Got Garrus. And
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
thank you. Unread message. Alright. But we are going to go ahead and wrap it up there for the evening. Good bit into the game already. And next time we'll continue with all the Omega stuff and really get into the game and building our teams. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I enjoyed getting into Mass Effect 2. Definitely the best of the trilogy. We will be back Wednesday with some more Mass Effect, and yep, gonna do Unite tomorrow. But until then, have a great rest of your Monday. Till next time, peace.